Listen to the two sides and they bandy around massive figures, billions of pounds of what we'd save or what we wouldn't save if we left the EU. So, how much do we pay into the EU and how much will we be saving if we left? Leave says our membership of the EU sees the UK send £350 million a week to Brussels or £18 billion a year. Remain supporters argue that if we leave, we would save what they say is only £5.29 billion a year. So who is right? To find the answer, we've gone to some of Britain's top academics on the European Union who have come together for the referendum in the group The UK in a Changing Europe. What follows is their independent and expert opinion. This huge dock and the comings and goings of thousands of crates is a pretty good place to look at what we give to the EU and what we get back. Britain's membership fee varies from year to year. It depends on the size of the economy, but it's pretty much 1% on what we earn. Now, we also get a discount, something called a rebate. After that rebate, in 2014, the UK sent just over £14 billion to the EU. Imagine that's the value of the container ship here, and each container represents a weekly amount sent to the EU. The Leave camp say it's £350 million a week. The experts say it's actually £282 million a week. Break that down again, and it's £4.40 per person per week.
The claim by Vote Leave that we send £350 million a week to the EU is wrong because it fails to take into account that the UK has a rebate on what it pays. So the money never actually leaves the country, it's reduced by the amount of the rebate.
So after we send money to the European Union and after our discount or rebate has been factored in, we also get money back. The EU supports UK farming and less well-off parts of the country. The UK private sector, including university research departments, also gets funds. The sum returning to us is about £6 billion. Remember the original membership fee of more than £14 billion. Take away what we get back from the EU and you're left with what's called a net contribution to the European Union of around £8.4 billion. But
if we were to stay in the single market, then we would have to pay, as Norway does and as Switzerland does, towards it. That's an unknown figure. We have to speculate on it.
And speculate is what the Remain camp have done. They've taken an estimated fee for being in the single market away from the net cost of membership if we stay in, which is why their saving of £5.29 billion should the UK leave the EU is unreliable. So where has all that got us? Well, the Leave team is wrong to say there would be savings of £350 million a week. There would be savings, just not as much as that. The Remain team is right to say that we do get some funds back from the EU. But the bottom line is this. The UK would get back money from leaving the EU, maybe as much as £8 billion a year. On this, the Leave campaign is right. Allegra Stratton, News at 10.